Hello and welcome to Teach Me English. This is your host Mohammed Sanal Ansari, and I've been teaching English at this platform to YouTube since June last year. And today's topic, which I've chosen, is The Tempest of William Shakespeare. This Tempest is included in ISC syllabus for class 11 and 12. So before we proceed toward this play, we should first understand the background of the play. Okay, we have to know each and every detail about the play. Now, I would request all of you, those who are my viewers, please subscribe my channel and like my video, and if possible, share it. Now, let's see. This Tempest was written probably in the years 1610 and 11. And 1516 is the year when Shakespeare died. So it seemed that this play is one of the last play written by Shakespeare. Okay. Even the most important thing about this play is this one, the Tempest of Bermudas. You know Bermuda Triangle, you all know very well what is Bermuda Triangle. Okay. So what happened here once that one of English colonial ship was sailing from Plymouth to Virginia, and while crossing from that from the Bermuda Triangle, it got miscarried, it was wrecked. And that was a great loss for the English. That was in the mind of Shakespeare when he had written this play, and that's why the name he had given, The Tempest. This is also very important and interesting thing to know. But one of the writer, his name is Montaigne. He had written an essay, and that the name of the essay is Of the Cannibals. And it was translated in the year 1603 in English. So it seemed that Shakespeare was influenced by the name cannibals, and he had given the name this Caliban as an anagram. Means from that Caliban he has taken the word and he has formed Caliban. And Caliban is one of the characters in this Tempest, and he is one of the servant of, and it seems like monster servant of Prospero. And last, most important, what is that? That this, since we all know that Shakespeare died in the year 1616, and it is somewhat like he is doing farewell to his stage life. So we will see in this Tempest, this play, The Tempest, we will see at last that in Act 5 that Prospero, the main character, he is the magician even. So he gives up his magic quality. He gives up all his power, and he leaves that in the hand of Caliban. It seems like Shakespeare wants to show that it is going to be his farewell from the stage. So this Tempest literally has many meaning inside. There's a great link with the life of Shakespeare. Now, so this is what the background which I wanted to make you aware about the play, The Tempest. Now let us proceed toward to know about the characters of the Tempest, and because without knowing the character we cannot understand what's going on and who is playing what role. Most important, as you can say, the protagonist of the play is Prospero. Prospero, actually, he was the rightful Duke of Milan, but he was usurped by his brother Antonio. It was a plan of Antonio to kill his brother, but fortunately he survived with his daughter Miranda, and we will see that she falls in love with Ferdinand, and how she falls in love and why she falls in love with Ferdinand we'll see in the further scene. Now, Antonio, brother of Prospero, and he is the man who had betrayed his brother, and he had taken his brother's dukedom, and he became the king of Milan now, since Prospero is not in Milan and he is in one of the islands. Now, Alonso is also a character. He is the king or the Duke of Naples, and he helped Antonio to betray his brother Prospero. Ferdinand is the son of Alonso. Alonso, you know, the king of Naples. So Ferdinand is the son of Alonso, and as we have seen that Ferdinand, she falls in love with Ferdinand, so it's applied on Ferdinand also that he falls in love with Miranda. Now, Sebastian, he is the brother of Alonso. So you can see the sequence which I have put. First, I have used Prospero and his family members. Now, now Alonso and his family member, his son, and now his brother. His brother Sebastian, and even you'll see that his brother Sebastian even plans against his brother and Alonso. Like you've seen that Prospero was betrayed by his brother Antonio. Now here Alonso is going to be betrayed by his brother Sebastian, though it doesn't happen. Now, Ariel, another character. Ariel is a nymph, is a spirit of air. Nobody can see him except one person, that is Prospero, because Prospero is a magician and he has the power to see him. And he is in the service of Prospero, as I have said. All the tasks, even in the first scene, the Tempest, which we will see, is actually not the natural Tempest, is a Tempest brought by Prospero with the help of Ariel. Caliban is another character. Caliban is a deformed creature, means his body is half human and half like a fish, and that's why he is called as monster. He is the son of a powerful witch called Sycorax. In Act 1, Scene 2, we'll see her name will be discussed, Sycorax. And he wants to kill Prospero. Caliban wants to kill Prospero. Why? Because Caliban thinks that the island belongs to his mother Sycorax, and it was taken by Prospero. Now Gonzalo. Gonzalo is also a character. He is a courtier. He is a counselor of Alonso. Okay, Alonso. But the most important thing is that when Alonso and Antonio plan against Prospero to kill, at that time Gonzalo, as a kind-hearted man, helped Prospero. He provided Prospero with his magic book, and that magic book helped him to survive, and he was alive with his daughter in the island. Trincalo and Stefano are the two characters. They are used here for fun and comedy. Here we have another minor characters like Adrian and Francisco. There are a lot. They in one or two scenes they have appeared. Master of the ship only in first scene, Act 1, Scene 1, and Act 5. Again, bosun and mariners, Act 1, Scene 1, and Act 5. They appeared. These characters like Iris, Ceres, nymphs, and reapers, they appear only as you can see in Act 4, Scene 1 to perform the mask. Now, there are certain scenes which are very important, like mass scene. One of the scenes is called harpy scene, and the last one is the reconciliation scene. These scenes are important in this, the Tempest. We will begin Act 1, Scene 1 today and in this video only. Let us begin. So let us begin this scene, Act 1, Scene 1 of the Tempest, and we see here that the stage of Shakespeare at the time was not so much developed like we have now. So much technological advance we are now, it was not like that. So they used to produce certain sound effects or certain words in the play that it would make the audience understand what the play would be and what would be the scene about. So here you can see like the noise of thunder, the lightning now sound heard, and the audience understands at the time that maybe something about the storm, something similar like a storm, something like, but they won't understand that there's storm in the sea or storm on the land. Okay. So now what happened here, when the first word as it comes out from the mouth of the character, it is confirmed, it is certain that the people understand, the audience sitting, they understand that it is a tempest, not any other storm. It is a tempest, and the people are in the sea, because the word masters and bosun, this kind of words are used by the people working in the ship. Now, so here you can see master, bosun. Bosun is a man or a person who is assigned manual duty, like to take care of the mariners and to do the small works on the deck. So bosun. Here, master. What cheer? Now, master, yeah, I'm here. What happened? Why are you calling me? Master. Good. Speak to the mariner. Okay, good. You are here. You speak to the mariner. Now go and talk to your mariner. Fall to the early, or we run ourselves aground. He said, fall to the early means take action immediately. Fall to the early means do take action immediately, or we run ourselves aground, or we will all be drawn. We would all be drawn. Be stir, be stir. Now go and do the work, go and do the work, get ready. Enter mariner and bosun. Because bosun call all the mariners bosun. Hi. And he is very good to his people, all the other mariners, very good in behavior. Hi, my heart's cheerily, cheerily. My heart's here, here. He said that definitely is a way to make those people work, because mariners, they are also afraid, and person is also somewhere afraid that what would happen. So he said, here, here, fast now, immediately, fast. You all do the work. Take in the topsail, the top, the sail, word sail, you know very well the word, the canvas, the cloth which help in the ship to sail. So the topsail, the canvas on the top means the cloth on the top. Tend to the master's vessel. Now you all wait for the master's vessel, as it would say, what we do, you will take down the topsail, mean the sail at the above, and blow till thou burst thy wind, if room enough. Now this line is not told to his mariners. He is in anger. He is speaking this line to the wind. Blow as fast, as hard as you can blow, till thou burst thy wind, till your lungs get bursted. You go on blowing. Take means till you get yourself burst. He's saying this thing to the wind. If room enough, if you get enough space, then you go blow. Enter Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Ferdinand, Gonzalo, and Alonso. Good person. Have care, because he's a king there, so he must have to represent himself like that. And as you can see that with the passage of time, his mentality is also changed. What he had done earlier, he helped Antonio to betray his brother Prospero. Now his mind is different and he is changed. So good bosun, have care. Where is the master? Play the man. And he said that, okay, just looking for master, and you ask your mariner to play the game. Mean that is to ask them to work there. Bosun, I pray now keep it. Very politely, Bosun has started. Now you'll see the change in his manner of speaking. So he said, I pray now keep it. Since he knows that his people are noble, his peoples are the main of the royal people. So he said and requested them to stay in the cabin. He is in the upper, means he is on the deck, and he's trying to save them. He's trying to fight with the Tempest, and these people they stay that in the cabin which is below the deck. Antonio, where is the master? Bosun. Now since Alonso asked him and he didn't reply, so now he's asking again, where is the master? Don't you know? He replied that, where is the master, Bosun? Bosun, do you not hear him? Now his tone changed. Do you not hear him? You mar our labor. The word he has used, you mar our labor, you're destroying our labor. He is not, I don't know what happens to him, that, or maybe the situation changed people's mind, that we will see here, that how bad time changed people's feature or the mind setup. Now, so he said, you mar our labor, you're destroying our labor. Keep your cabin. You do assess the storm. Why do you come here? You people come here. He's saying to Antonio, Alonso, everyone who is standing. They're saying that, he said, why people are here? You are helping the storm. You're disturbing me, you're helping the storm. Gonzalo, nay, good, be patient, because you know that Gonzalo is a good man, he's a kind heart. He says that, no, please don't get angry. Nay, good, be patient, have patience, don't speak like this. When the sea is, you are asking me about the patience, you're asking me to keep patience. Now tell me where the sea is having patience, where the sea has patience. Okay, because hence, what cares these roarers for the name of king? Now he said that you asked me that to be quiet, have patience. You see, this roarers here means the storms, the sound of the wind, the sound of the storm, sound of the winds. He says, this roarers, this winds, this storm, they don't care about the name of the king. They don't worry, they don't think, and they don't care about who is in the ship and who is the king here. To cabin. Now his implication is more to cabin. You all go to a cabin. Silence, trouble us not. Don't talk enough. Don't say anything. Don't trouble us. Leave now. Gonzalo, good. Yet remember whom thou hast abroad. You remember this? Who are the people in the ship? Who are the people you are taking? So you remember this thing. Person, none that I more love than myself. Because person knows that they all at the time are going to die. He knows that when we all are at the same condition, in the same plight, so what is to think about the king, and why should I fear about all these people, those who are weaker than me? They cannot do anything, they are helpless, and he understands that he is the most important person at the time since he is controlling the ship. So he knows his value at the time. So you are a counselor, you give advice to the people. If you can command these elements to silence, okay, you're a counselor, you give advice to the prince, the kings, and so don't you have that command to us, to the roarer, to the wind, to the storms, to be quiet and work the peace of the present? We will not hand a rope more. Okay, now if you will talk here like this, so you better take the position and ask them to be quiet and that to change the situation from tumult to peace. We will not hand a rope more, then we don't have to hand a rope. Okay, you do the work. Use your authority. You say that, come on, you ask them to be quiet. You are a counselor, you ask them to be quiet. You are a big people, you're royal people, you are noble. So you ask them to be quiet. Use your authority. If you cannot give authority to them to be quiet, give thanks. You have lived so long. Oh, thank us. Thank this man, Bosun, and thanks the mariners that you are alive because of us. And make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance of the hour, if it so happens. And please, I'm requesting you, go to a cabin, go and be ready, and go and do the prayer, and be ready for the mischance. If anything happens, if it so happens, if it may happen that the tempest would engulf us, we would all drown, so be ready for that. Cheerly, now he stops talking to him and he is talking to his manner. Cheerly, good hearts, out of way, I say. Now again he comes to them and said, out of way, you're all out of way. He's saying this to the noble people. He's saying this thing to Gonzalo, to Antonio, to Alonso. Out of way, and he's talking to his man also. Cheerly, good hearts. At the same time, he's talking to both the people. Take it on both sides. Gonzalo. Now Gonzalo here, two things are here, sir. One, it seems like Gonzalo is very much angry. And then anger, even what he has spoken here, it tries to mitigate, it tries to soften the anger among the people in nobility. Antonio, Sebastian, they are especially very much angry at this man, this Bosun. So the way Gonzalo has spoken, it seems like that he is trying to mitigate their anger and even to mitigate the tension which occurred here. Gonzalo, I have great comfort from this fellow. When I see this man and I am feeling comfort, what comfort he is feeling? Methinks he hath no drowning mark upon him. He said that I think that looking at him, I think that he has no chance of being drawn in the sea. Means he will not die by drowning. He will not die by drowning in the sea. His complexion is perfect color. Complexion doesn't mean here the face color. Complexion means his features, completely his full appearance. His appearance is perfect colors. Looking at him, I can say he would not die by drowning. He would die by hanging. He would be hanged till death. So that's why he feels comfort that until he is alive, because he's not going to be drawn, until he is alive on the deck. So he would try his level best to save himself. Since he would try to save himself, so we would also be saved. That's he meant to say that stand fast, good faith. He said, oh good faith, oh goddess of fate, please, what I have thought now, please make it like this. Okay, so stand fast, good faith, to his hanging. Please make him die by hanging. Make the rope of his destiny our cable. What is his destiny? His destiny is to die by hanging, And he said that, keep us also alive and make us his rope to be hanged in future. If we would all die, then how could we become the rope for him? For our own little advantage, because if our life, I think that we won't be able to survive. Little advantage, we won't be able to survive. If he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. And if he would not to be hanged, if he is not to be hanged, then sure our case is miserable, means definitely we will die by drowning. Dawson, down with the topmost. And now he is speaking to his miner again. He is commanding them. Down with the topmost, means now down that topmast down, means that the topsail, put it down. Here, fast, lower, bring her to try with the main course. Now join the lower main course and the upper together so that it would get great power to fight against the wind. A cry within. Now, and then a cry within means this within is the cabin where all the noble peoples are there. So that's what a cry within. They're down, they're all are shouting, they are very much afraid. He said, a plague upon this howling. Boson is completely disturbed by these people. This Alonso, Antonio, Sebastian, Gonzalo, Ferdinand, whatever the people are there. So he's completely very much frustrated. He said, a plague upon this howling. This howling, they are shouting so much, plague upon them, that like the plague, that we curse someone, so we use the word plague. They are louder than the weather or our office. Their voice, these noble people, their voice is so much high, they're louder than the weather outside, than the tempest, than the storm outside, than the wind, than the sea outside. Their voice is louder. And our office means to say that when we mariner work, so at that time we shout a lot. When we drag something, when we pull something down, when we leave something up. So when we work, we shout a lot, because there's a work where shouting is required. Enter Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo. Again, they came to the deck because they're very much afraid. They want to know the situation outside. Yet again, looking at them, said, yet again. What do you hear? Why are you here? Why have you come again? Why have you all come again? Shall we give over and drown? What do you mean? Shall we leave the work and let us all die drowning? Have you a mind to sink? What you made your mind to sink? So here I understand what happened to Dawson, that whenever he has a view of them, whenever he is looking at them, he is getting completely vexed. He is vexed right now. Question. A pox of your throat. It's a kind of a curse and a kind of exclamation when we make someone when we get angry at someone and we speak like this to the person who is shouting a lot. So a pox of your throat. You bowling means you shouting blasphemous. You bowling, you shouting, you are speaking nonsense, blasphemous nonsense. Incharitable dog, the dog which like we see on the street, incharitable dog without any owner, incharitable dog. Bosun, work you then? Okay, you tell me dog, okay, you work you then, come on, the dog will not work, come on, you all come, you work, please. Antonio, hanker, again, it's a word used for the dog, similarly like a street dog. You insolent noisemaker. You nonsense, without any reason, noisemaker. We are less afraid to be drawn than thou art. You are so much afraid that you will be, that we are not so much afraid as you are, as much as you are. Gonzalo, I shall prevent him from drowning. Now I know that this man will not drown. Why? Though the ship were no stronger than nutshell. Now I know that the ship is not stronger than a nutshell. You know that nutshell. Like I used to have an outside we get nuts inside and above there's a shell, and we break the shell and take out the nut. So that shell, you know that how weak it is, you just push it and it breaks. So similarly here, no stronger than a nutshell. So but still I warrant that this man won't die by drowning, so that we would also not die by drowning. Lay her a hold. Now he is not just listening to them, not speaking to them. He is talking to his manner. Lay her a hold. Now hold that what called the topmast. He is talking about topsail. Lay her a hold. Set her two course together, off to sea again. Layer off. Now let that sail to fight with the sea. That's what I say. Two course off to the sea again. Join both the course. Let it fight with the against the wind, and let us go. Lay her off means let her means let those sail fly with the wind. Enter mariner. Wait, all the mariners, they all came to the deck, to the boss, to that bosun, and said, all lost, two prayers, all lost. They're very much afraid, and it means that they are about to die, they're about to be drawn, the ship is about to be drawn. They said, all lost, two prayers, all lost. And that saying this, they all exit. Bosun, what? Must our mouths be cold? What? We would die by drowning. Means must our mouth be cold means that is death by drowning. Gonzalo, the king and prince are at prayer. Let us assess them, for our case is as theirs. Gonzalo, he said he is completely afraid now, because he'll see that how much afraid he is. He'll see the scene only. The king and the king and prince both are at the prayer. Let us all go. Means he's saying this thing to Antonio and Sebastian. Let us all go and be with the king, so that we all must pray for our life. Sebastian, I'm out of patience. And he said that I cannot tolerate all these things. I don't understand what to do. Antonio, we are merely cheated of our lives by drunkard. I mean, by this bosun. This man, he is drunkard. He doesn't know how to speak. Don't know what to do. We are cheated by this man. We are drowning because of this man. He hasn't done his work properly. This white chopped rascal, wide mouth rascal, is speaking. This man. He speaks a lot. Would thou mice drowning the washing of 10 times? Would I desired, would I wish thou you might lie drowning, that you also be drawn, the washing of 10 tides. Not so simple that 10 times the tides would take you out and the tide would take you in and then you die. Not like this. 10 times you will be washed by the tide and then you will die by drowning. Gonzalo, he will be hanged yet. Now when you'll see that throughout the whole thing, you'll see Gonzalo is a man who is adamant to his word. He will be hanged yet. I know he will be hanged. He won't die. Though every drop of water swears against it. No, but every drop of water, like mean to say every situation which I can see is speaking against what I am thinking. I think that he would die by hanging, but the situation is not like this. And kept at widest to glut him. Every drop of water which coming from the sky and that from the sea, it speaks against my thought. And it seems like the sea would come, the water would come out and kept at widest to glut. Means the water has opened, the sea has opened the big mouth, kept at widest the big mouth to glut him, to swallow him. It means that he would die by drowning. The situation says like, but he thought that it could not happen. A confused noise within. Now this noise is not the noise of the noble people like the kings and the prince and those people. It is the noise of the minor. Mercy on us, we sleep, farewell my wife and children, farewell brother, we sleep. They all are shouting, they all are remembering each other, and they are speaking about farewell and the good things about their brothers, their family. They're thinking about exit bosun also exit to make them calm. Antonio, let's all sink with the king. Antonio is speaking because Alonso helped him. So at this point of time, at least he is showing his loyalty. And so let's all sing with the king. Sebastian, let's take leave of him. From here it shows that what mentality he has toward his brother Alonso. Let us take leave of him. Leave the king. Let us all save our life. Exit with Antonio. So both of them exit together. Now Gonzalo. Now, would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for 1 acre of barren ground? Now he said that, oh, I would give to anyone those who would give me an acre of barren ground. If I would give an acre of barren land where no cultivation could occur, a barren land, I would give 1,000 furlongs of sea. Furlongs is a unit of measurement, like we have kilometer. At that time it was furlongs. Okay, so 1,000 furlongs of sea, in the area of the sea, I would give that person for only 1 acre of barren land. So it must be understood that furlongs must be more than acre. Long heath, brown furs, anything. So barren ground and long heath, that is the low wild plants, not of any use. Brown furs, shrubs with spines, anything on the ground. This wills above be done. I know the wills of the God would be done. If you're destined to die, by drowning, I know that we would die, but I would fain die a dry there. I would be glad to die a dry there if I could get an acre of ground, whether it is a barren ground, no use, no plant to be of use, but I would die there, not by drowning. This is all about this Act 1, Scene 1 of the Tempest. This is just an introduction. We come to know about some of the characters here. Even the protagonist of the play is not introduced yet, that is Prospero. We'll see further in the next scene. Before that, the next video would be on the explanation of the significance of this first scene. It's very important, and this would be the question only on this scene. I believe you all have understood it well. If you have any problem in my explanation in English, you would comment me and let me know that what better I can do to improve the condition of my teaching in this video. Thank you very much.